Every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over or whatever. I never get him dropped off. I always go pick him up. I live far as shit. So I'm driving hours to go get him, and then I get there and I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that. I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else is variables on why I can't see my son. You feel me? Like it don't have nothing to do with me working, by the way. I'm not gonna air out her business, but me and her has not been together for a long.
If somebody pokes at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries, sorry.
I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
He went live with tears in his eyes, pleading with thousands of viewers about how all he wanted was to hold his son. He spoke about the long drives, the unanswered calls, the door never opening. He painted a picture of heartbreak, one where he's just a father fighting to be present. DDG's voice cracked as he talked about bathing his sick baby, how all he wanted was to be there to comfort him. It hit hard. People felt for him.
Hey, Lord.
What do you mean? He's sleeping, he's in bed, RN?
Give me my son back.
What? Why are you acting like this? What have I ever done for you to act like I'm some sort of monster that would keep your son from you?
Because you don't know how to respect me and you disrespect me in public over a Usher concert. Where is my son at? I'm taking my son.
I don't want anyone but you.
Okay, well, this is gonna happen. How about with Halo, I keep him. How about we go to court about Halo and I put you on child support? Let's do that.
You're gonna take my son away from me because I won't block Usher on Instagram? You gotta be joking, right? Please tell me you're not serious, RN.
I'm dead ass serious. You know that I don't play.
And this is the hill you are willing to die on? You'll take my son away and try to make me pay you child support because I won't block Usher on one of my socials for no reason?
That's exactly what the said. So block his Instagram right now, okay? I'm just gonna ask you one more time. You know that I'm live. Please just stop embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself, RN.
But then, something didn't sit right. If he was doing everything right, why would the courts limit him so severely? Why would Halle Bailey, someone known for staying quiet, suddenly take legal action? As more details emerged, the live stream started to look less like heartbreak and more like strategy. Because what Halle described in court wasn't just a messy breakup, it was something darker. Something that left her bruised, terrified, and finally unwilling to stay silent. And the truth behind this live stream would leave fans questioning everything.
I don't want to know what I wanted to do tonight. Not even sleep. I just wanted to hang out with a special person, man. That's all I wanted to do tonight, for real. But I don't know, I might force myself to go out or something.
To anyone watching DDG's live stream, it looked like Halle was just being difficult. But court records paint a completely different story. Halle didn't wake up one day and decide to cut him off. She was pushed to the edge after months of what she described as chaos, control, and fear. According to her filing, DDG allegedly dragged her by the hair during one argument, chipped her tooth, and left visible bruises on her body. In another incident, he reportedly broke into her home while she wasn't there, took a picture of her bed, and posted it online, implying another man had been there. That wasn't just petty, it was invasive, obsessive, and deeply alarming. By the time she filed for a restraining order, the picture was already clear. This wasn't a custody dispute, it was a safety issue. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, he escalated. It wasn't just online stunts or social media games. Things got physical and fast. In one especially tense moment, Halle and baby Halo were both reportedly sick when DDG showed up. Instead of offering support, he allegedly smashed her Ring camera, destroyed her phone, and left her with no way to call for help, except the police. That call wasn't about drama, it was about protection. Yet despite this, DDG went back online not long after, looking completely calm, saying he was being unfairly blocked from his child. The way he flipped the narrative was chilling. While Halle was documenting broken cameras and police involvement, he was back in front of the camera, smiling, streaming, and claiming he just wanted to see his son. But even after police were involved, DDG kept spinning the narrative, and social media kept listening. Every time the situation boiled over in the real life, DDG seemed to cool it down online, with a live stream. He told his fans he was being kept from Halo, that he was the victim of an unfair system, that all he wanted was time with his son. But the court documents told a different story. Halle's legal team had already worked out structured visitation, including specific dates and times. Yet DDG would ignore those plans, then go live and say she was keeping the baby from him.
This shit is low-key sad because they trying to destroy his image and everything that he worked hard for. Y'all looking at this mermaid bitch like she's just something special, bruh. That's a motherfucking demon, bruh. And I don't know how y'all don't see it.
The goal wasn't to co-parent, it was to control the narrative. The problem? It worked. His fans believed him. They flooded Halle's pages with hate, accusing her of being bitter, selfish, even evil. But the facts were out there. He just didn't want anyone looking too closely. Then came the moment that made everything feel absurd. As if things weren't already messy enough, DDG somehow managed to make it even weirder by dragging Usher into the picture. According to court documents, he demanded that Halle block Usher on Instagram. No cheating, no scandal, no context, just pure insecurity. And when she refused, he threatened to take her to court for custody and hit her with child support demands. Halle was reportedly stunned, not just by how petty it was, but by how quickly he weaponized their child to regain control. This wasn't about Usher. It was about domination. Who gets to make the rules, who gets to set boundaries, and who gets punished for saying no. And yet, despite all this, the court still gave him one chance. When the dust finally settled in court, the judge didn't buy the live stream tears or the Instagram rants. Halle was granted full legal and physical custody of Halo. DDG, he got supervised visitation, just 1 day a week for 6 hours under professional monitoring. That's it. And even then, he was expected to follow a strict structure coordinated with Halle and his own mother. What's more, Halle didn't even ask for traditional child support. All she requested was some help with expenses, basic things. And DDG, according to filings, he contributed once, one time. It was a clear message from the court. This wasn't about punishing DDG, it was about protecting Halo. But even that limited time, he couldn't follow through. Despite everything, Halle still tried to keep things civil. Her team coordinated visitation plans with DDG's mother, Miss Tanya, even around high-profile events like the Met Gala. The idea was simple: let her fulfill her obligations, then hand off Halo when she returned. But DDG didn't stick to the plan. While Halle was out of state for work, he tried to pick up the baby early, completely ignoring the agreed schedule. Then, like clockwork, he jumped on livestream and told his followers she was keeping Halo from him again. He presented himself as the victim, but the timeline told a different story. The visit wasn't blocked, it was never scheduled for that day. Still, the online outrage kept growing, and his version of events spread faster than the truth. And then came the most disturbing part of all. At a certain point, Halle started to realize this wasn't about parenting. It was about PR. In court, she said DDG was using Halo to build sympathy online, turning their baby into part of his content strategy. And the receipts backed it up. Every time a legal decision came down or a private dispute happened, he'd fire up a live stream, drop vague tweets, and let the internet fill in the blanks. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, she was dealing with real threats to her peace and privacy. DDG reposted hate-filled comments aimed at Halle, boosted influencers who called her a demon, and stood by as she was dragged across social media. The most disturbing part? Some of it felt orchestrated, like he was feeding the fire on purpose. And it wasn't just DDG, the attack started spreading. It didn't stop with DDG, his family jumped in, and things got even uglier. His sister mocked Halle on TikTok, posting snide clips and laughing at the situation like it was entertainment. His brother chimed in too, throwing public jobs that only added to the chaos. For Halle, it wasn't just a social media pile-on, it was an attack from all sides. This wasn't about internet beef anymore. It was about a young mother trying to protect her child while being ridiculed by an entire family online. Starhush suggested it wasn't just immature, it was damaging, especially given what was already at stake in court. But while the chaos played out online, Halle stayed focused. While DDG and his circle kept the noise going online, Halle took a different path: silence. She focused on her work, her peace, and most of all, her child. Behind the scenes, she was preparing for a major film role in Italiana, juggling high-level contracts and showing up at events like the Met Gala with grace, all while navigating one of the most emotionally draining legal battles of her life. In her court statement, she didn't hold back. "I cannot allow this abuse any longer. I cannot keep living like this." It wasn't about fame, clout, or revenge. It was about survival. And what this case really reveals is much bigger than just two celebrities. At the end of the day, this custody battle isn't about who's more famous or who wins on social media. It's about a child. It's about whether that child grows up in peace or in chaos, in love or in the shadow of online spectacle. If DDG truly wants to be present in Halo's life, it won't be through live streams or sympathy plays. It'll be by showing up, quietly, consistently, and without turning fatherhood into content. Because this isn't just about custody, it's about trust. And right now, he's not just risking court time, he's risking the kind of damage that no court can fix.
In relationship, I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries, I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate. I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
Clap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very kind person. But if somebody pokes at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry.
Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason. Put it down.
I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend.
If I want to repost something on the internet, then I'm going to do that.
The live streams may bring clicks, but when the views fade, what will Halo remember? If this story made you think twice about what's real and what's just content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the headlines. What do you think? Is DDG misunderstood, or is this about control? Drop your take in the comments. We're reading every one. And if you want updates after the next court date on June 4th, turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next.